First off, there's been a lot of talk on the Pat McAfee show, and people react to what he says. He said that he's always going to bet on himself, and he's always going to hold himself to a standard. If anybody wants to come out there and fight with him, they're more than welcome to. What's your reaction to that? Are you like, all right, suit me up, let's go?
Yeah, I wasn't aware of what he said. I haven't really kept tune with him on the Pat McAfee show this year too much. But yeah, I think that's kind of the mentality that you really need to have to be able to survive in this league at this level. You have to be able to believe in yourself even when things aren't going the way that they are in the moment, that eventually you'll persevere and you'll be able to come back out on top. I mean, this guy's had arguably the craziest career at the QB position ever, and just because the play as of recently doesn't necessarily align to that doesn't mean that he's still not that person, still doesn't have that ability. And I think that once again goes back to everyone in this locker room, just because we're not playing the best and we're not getting the production and success that we want doesn't mean that we can't very much achieve what we set out to go get.
Going off of that, just to be back home, do you feel like this is a time, yes, you've got a short schedule kind of Sunday and then Thursday, but do you feel like this is a moment for you guys to collect yourself?
Absolutely. I think it was the first time I've had 3 away games in the 4 years I've been here. It's always great to be at Lambeau, not just because of it's the home game and everything, but just because of how special it is and having our fans at our backs and having the home field advantage and just being able to play in our environment. Especially, it's November, it's getting colder, darker now earlier, so especially this back half of the season, I think this is especially when we play our best football, including myself.
Injuries hit you guys pretty hard on Sunday.
What's new?
Yeah, yeah. Is it just kind of another like?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just been the theme of the year and everything. Guys got to step up, different responsibilities, different roles throughout the game that get presented, and just got to be able to adjust with it and just keep going forward.
How much, though, does it feel like because of that and just persistent injuries that y'all haven't been able to really kind of put your full offense on the field?
I think it's a multitude of things. I think obviously injuries, trying different guys out of different positions, different plays. We run good plays and then maybe one guy doesn't do his job too well, then it kind of ruins the play and whatnot. And I think so. It's been a multitude of things throughout the entire year of just not being able to get the offense to be able to fully click and get things rolling. But I think we still did a lot of positive things coming off these past 2 weeks in our offense and the development and everything, and we can continue to grow off of that, and hopefully we get the thing rolling this weekend.
By the middle of the season in general, Alan, are you guys building off what you've done or rebooting on a week-to-week basis, and does that change given where you are this year?
I think we got to focus on the positives and building off of those things. Obviously, there's been a lot of things that haven't gone our way, and things that we'd like to improve and everything, but if we focus on the positives, what we're doing right, seeing the mistakes that we are making and correcting those, and I think this back half of the season we'll be able to make that advancement in our offense.
Are there enough of those positives to say this is what we can take and go forward with?
Yeah, I think there's plenty of positives. Going back to, just because we run a play and it doesn't get the result that we want doesn't mean that 11 or 9 or 10 of the guys on the play didn't do their job very well. So I'm just, being able to take those plays that we didn't get the production that we wanted on them, and to focus on the smaller details on why we didn't get those, and to hone in on the detail and be able to go out there and execute it at the ability that we can.
Halfway through the season, the record given what it is, do you start to do playoff math?
It's hard not to, but I play football. I don't do math well, or NFL math and playoff and all that stuff. So I think, regardless, it would be asinine for us to think about playoffs when we got to focus on just getting a win first. And I think that's just really where it starts at, and focusing on details in practice and preparation going into the week. And, we can start focusing on playoffs once we get a little winning streak going.
That's not mutually exclusive. You can do both.
You can do both, but I think it's a little bit better to focus on one.